up, America? Man, today is Monday night, and we got the Texans going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Monday Night Football for the first round of the wild card, the last game of the wild card playoff weekend. And so we got the Chargers got handled. The Green Bay Packers played a good game, but their kicker didn't help them out whatsoever. The Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills handled business barely. And then the Eagles and the San Francisco games. All a bunch of good games, man. Looking forward to all this, but want to talk today about what's going on in this goddamn crazy place we call America, man. Best place on the planet, without a doubt, hands down. If you don't like it, get the fuck about my country. I'm going to say it bluntly. Get the fuck about my country if you don't like it, because things are going down. And it's all success, y'all. Our gas prices here in East Texas are pushing $2 a gallon. Possibly going sub $2 here shortly. Fantastic stuff going down. I'm trying to do some math on the gas prices. And since the beginning of this year, January 20th, till today, what I spent on gas last year, I've saved almost about $1,800. And that's going to be a friendly estimate, because just the last 3 months, I've been saving about $80 a week. And there's 52 weeks in a year, yo. So figure that shit out. Libtards are still crying about the Epstein files. You get on YouTube and Donald Trump's having success, and then they start getting into these videos about, people getting deported, and then Venezuela, and there's a lot of shit going on. You got these little libtards in the comments, release the Epstein files. Did you know that Incest Joe, and we call him that because his daughter said that he molested her in her diary, which they think that doesn't exist, or they don't fucking believe it, because they don't believe it, it's nonfiction. The Incest Joe administration, Autopen administration, had 4 years to release those files and incriminate Trump, even after changing the statute of limitations on sexual assault for some lunatic who calls rape sexy to sue him in a civil court. They changed, in New York City, they literally changed the statute of limitations just to prosecute his ass. And then trumped up 4 more trials, pun intended, and created charges to indict him. Okay. Now, you don't think for a second, if he was in those Epstein files, because they had him there, and they was digging through that motherfucker. They was going through that son of a bitch like a fat kid in his lunchbox. They were digging through that son of a bitch, and they found nothing. Trump didn't come up one time in 4 years under the Autopen administration in the Epstein files. Not once, not twice, not a half a time. Because if his name was in there, they could have done anything to indict him. They'd have fucking indicted him. They'd have thrown him under the jail. They hid that shit. 12 requests and subpoenas by the Republican senators to release the Epstein files. Democrats sat on it. What do they do? Deflect, lie, and deny. For 4 years they did that. And now these pedocrat supporters are talking about release the files. There's not a chance the Democrats missed an opportunity to get Trump on something. They did. They hid, and they sat on them hands with those Epstein files. They put them in burn bags, and that evidence is gone, y'all. If there's any type of brain cells left in your little tiny libtard brain, you think that they didn't go through those Epstein files and try to find something on Trump and couldn't find it. And when they didn't, they're like, well, fuck, there's a whole bunch of Democrats in this motherfucker. Let's burn this shit. Let's get rid of it. Done deal. It's gone. Quit crying about it. Quit crying about it. Recently, Trump had a military operation in Venezuela where they took out Maduro. Now, Maduro, under the Biden administration in 2024, or late 2023, early 2024, had increased the bounty on Maduro to $25 million. When Trump got in office, he immediately increased that to $50 million. He immediately doubled it. But the Biden administration says, hey, look, Maduro's a fucking problem. Right now, what we're concerned about is letting in as many illegals as possible from Venezuela to rape, murder, unalive our people here, and especially young women, so that we can get them to be voting in these elections, because we're giving them temporary status. And while they have temporary status, they are able to pay taxes, get driver's license, collect social benefits as far as welfare, WIC, SNAP, Section 8, took full advantage of it. They even drained the FEMA accounts to take care of people who don't belong here, period. It's fucking simple shit. Man, this is as simple as putting icing on a cupcake, y'all. It doesn't get any easier than what we're talking about. Now, so Trump went over there and got Maduro and snatched his ass up out of there, and they're crying about it. They're crying. They're crying about. They're crying. They're crying us a Gulf of America over that stupid shit. So on CNN the other day, a little girl, a little bitch that did the moderating for one of those fucking debates a couple years ago, asked Marco Rubio, well, you just got Maduro. You didn't get the rest of the regime. You got to clear the regime out to end all this. And Marco Rubio said, are you, in so many words, he says, are you fucking stupid? We just got Maduro and his wife, and you little fucking leftards are crying about that. You guys already cried as a Gulf America about that. Now, what would you be crying about if we wouldn't took out the whole fucking regime? We just took the leader. You want to kill a snake? Cut the head off a snake. They cut the head off. Problem is, that snake, it's a long snake. And sometimes when you cut the head off of a snake, the body will flip and flop. And the head will be separated from that snake. And the head will still fucking bite you. If you guys ever try to kill a snake, cut a head off a snake and go fuck with that head. It doesn't matter. It'll get you. So this little girl was like, well, you didn't do anything. You should have gotten the whole regime. Marco Rubio was like, are you fucking confused? Confused was like, are you confused? Like, you're yelling at us right now because we took Maduro. Imagine if we'd have taken the whole regime out. How fucking unhinged the left would have come. This is insanity. And it's infuriating, but it's a true testament to what the left is. Okay? Hypocrites, criminals, grifters, thieves. It's a Democrat crime syndicate. Democrat crime syndicate is what it is. It's cold out here, so my lips aren't moving as fast as they usually do. Crying about drug boats. How many fishing boats do you know carry anywhere from 16 to 20, 55 blue gallons of drums? That's usually chemicals to make stuff like meth and fentanyl. And then, how many fishing boats do you know have 4 outboard fucking 250s on them that run about fucking 100 miles an hour on the water? Fishing boat? How many fish you trying to catch with 4 outboard and they all look the fucking same? They all look the fucking same. You can't be that stupid, leftards. You are that fucking stupid. Talking about no kings rally. They hook up Maduro. Oh, free Maduro. He was a fucking king over there. He's killing people in the streets. This is narco-terrorism. This is South America. There's not too many countries in South America running free governments. It's all controlled by the drug trade. If you don't understand that, leftards, you're not. It's survival of the fittest. And I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about mental. If you're not mentally capable of understanding how South America, you've never been to South America. Never been. Crying about drug boats. We didn't eradicate the regime. You should have got them all. But we were crying, man, get the fuck out of here. So at the beginning of this week, a young lady was shot and unalived by an ICE agent who had been previously drugged and had a couple dozen stitches up and down his legs and throughout his body. And then he gets in front of this girl and tries to detain him. Another guy tries to detain him from the side. And they're antagonizing these guys, just like Democrat supporters do. No respect for authority. They think their parents didn't raise them right, which let me go and backstep on that. I wasn't raised wrong, but I made a bunch of fucking bad decisions. And now they're talking about they're kidnapping these people off the streets, illegal immigrants who broke the law to get here. They're not being kidnapped, because if they were being kidnapped, then I need to rewrite my whole fucking criminal history, because I had been arrested more times than most of you guys have had fucking birthdays in your 40s. So I'm self-employed now, but if I ever go back into the job market and they ask if you've ever been convicted of a felony, I'm going to say no, but I've been kidnapped by some fucking authoritarian Gestapos. That do you see how fucking stupid you sound? I can rewrite my whole criminal history. Now, I've never been arrested for a felony, but I've been kidnapped for some shit they thought I was doing, even though I got my due process and I was found guilty and served my fucking time in Texas penitentiaries and jails. Shut the fuck up, leftards. You can't be stupid your whole life. What I hate the most? What I hate the most is old fucking libtards, because they're too old to be that fucking retarded. How can you be 65 fucking years old and be that fucking stupid? I can get it out of a fucking libtard college kid, because most of them kids can't even point to DC on a fucking map. Washington D.C. They don't know they don't even know what the fuck that place is. They can't give the name of. If I get named 4 states, they couldn't name the capitals of those fucking states. If you're in college and you can't name, if I name 5 random states and you can't name the fucking capitals, you shouldn't be in fucking college, because you ain't smart enough to fucking be there. Fucking libtards. Kidnapping people off the streets. Shut the fuck up. This is gonna come to a head real quick. And you libtards are already out there fucking finding out. You can't hit people with your fucking cars. You can't block the fucking streets. Blow your little fucking whistles, you little fucking bitch beta fucking people out there. We need to start researching what they're putting in hair dye and tattoo ink, man, because these motherfuckers, it's got to be something with hair dye and tattoo ink. I'd put some money on it. You can't have this motherfucking people with purple hair and green hair and all colored hair, and it's not seeping into their fucking brain. And if you think you're transgender, you're fucking mentally retarded too. Not mentally retarded. It's actually it's still by MS5 book. It's still a fucking mental disorder. Just because some liberal fucking doctor over in California says it's okay to get your fucking dick cut off when you're fucking 5 doesn't mean that you're still mentally fucking sane. And these parents need to be fucking strung up too and drug across the fucking planet and put a stupid forehead sticker on their fucking forehead. Ignorant. I'm done ranting, man. That's all I got. I'm good. So, go Texans. Go Texans. We're going to move around with these pups, throw the ball a little bit, take them for a walk, and just be thankful that we live in this country. I never thought growing up, I used to be a Democrats fucking supporter. I'm so embarrassed of that shit. I can't even believe I can admit that to this day. That's one of the biggest regrets in my life, other than smoking cigarettes. Biggest regret in my life, starting to smoke cigarettes and still smoking them. Biggest regret. Second regret is I ever fucking thought that Obama or people that I voted for in the past were actually going to do a fucking thing for this country. Thoroughly embarrassed by supporting Democrats at one point in my life. Never again. It was a criminal mentality. I was a criminal. And that's what the Democrat supporters is. It's a criminal mentality. You know, fuck law and order, and just be as ignorant as you want to be. There's no consequences. Well, there's fucking consequences. Especially out here in red towns and red. You know where they don't act a fucking fool? We had this little No Kings protest over here in Livingston, Texas, and there was like 6 people there. It lasted about fucking 26 fucking minutes, and those motherfuckers got ran the fuck off. Because they know, hey, baby, I'm gorgeous. Hi, baby. They know that you don't fuck around out here like that. You don't do it. It's reasonable people out here that working their ass off, just trying to go to work, get the hours in, come home, spend some time with the family, throw the ball with the dogs, take care of your property, cut your grass, cut your trees, cut your firewood, and get the fuck on. No. Fuck no. Not in Democrat cities. It's how in the fuck we gonna rob somebody today, or just Democrat cities are a cesspool of ignorance, crumbs, and pathetic lives, man. You're talking. This is coming from a guy who was raised in Houston, Texas, and traveled this country and been in jail in about 13 states in this fucking country. So, hey, you need to simmer down. You need to simmer down. You need to simmer down. I love you. I love you. Simmer down. Man, I hope everybody needs to start praying. We need to pray for these people in Iran because Democrat supporters and Muslims have a lot in common. Everything they touch, they destroy. Why do you think that Muslims are evacuating and overtaking predominantly white Western countries? UK, London, Germany, US. Because they fucked up everything they've already fucked everything they've touched. So now they're gonna come over here and fuck with us. Motherfuckers, I wish you would, motherfuckers. I'm not a hoping kind of motherfucker. I'm a wishing kind of motherfucker. I hope they don't come over here and fuck with my shit. I wish a motherfucker would come over here. Man, I I I I pray to keep these people alive that come over here and fuck with us. Because they're gonna find out sooner or later. And it's gonna be sooner than later. I promise you.